guys, I'm gonna give everybody the deal of a lifetime in here. You guys give me 5 minutes and you guys can all go back to networking. That sound good? Thank you, thank you. I promise I'm not gonna be long. You guys want me to finish up? We're gonna breeze through this and we'll be good to go. If somebody's talking, can you make sure to look at them and let them know that they gotta be quiet, and then we'll be finished in 5 minutes. Awesome, thank you. Okay, so this is tappedai, and we are a platform that is allowing independent musicians to be able to create a world tour from their iPhone. That's the sexy answer. In reality, we're a live music data analytics company that educates independent performers on identifying the right type of venues to do outreach to. In tech, obviously, you know, they always say that the product speaks for itself, right? Especially when you're an early startup. They're like, forget the marketing, focus on the product, the product, the product, the product. The marketing will come later. But because I come from the entertainment industry, what makes the product great is actually storytelling. And so instead of really focusing on the product, I wanted to actually leave you guys today with a story of how Tap got to where it is today. So for the first ever story, I sat down with a VC, and obviously it's not him, but I put a picture of him so everybody could think of a funny-looking VC. I was with a very well-known music VC that got out of the space and pivoted to a more lucrative business, and he was on this high horse, and he was telling me how music is terrible, and he was like, there's 2 things that VCs hate in this world right now, and I was like, what? And he's like, they hate the economy and they hate music startups, so he's like, you should completely pivot and start something new. And so I guess the first story and the moral of the story is obviously keep pushing with what you're doing. There might be VCs that have had a lot of accomplishments and a lot of great successes, and maybe they signed Eminem in 1994, they did this, but I think in order to tackle new problems, there needs to be new ideas and fresh minds that come to these things. And so we still persevered and we went through, and he said we would never get any funding. And he ended up being wrong. We just actually closed our fundraising round, and a big thank you to Angela, because without you and the platform that you gave us, that would have not been possible. Because, as he said, VCs hate music startups, and what else? This economy. So, my second story today is the April Fool's prank that we pulled off. It was really hard. We were getting told no by so many investors. We kept doing warm, like intros, sitting down with coffees, perfecting my pitch. I was going crazy. I was like, I don't want to do any more like fundraising prep, or even now that we're done with fundraising, I'm just so thankful. Now we can focus on building. We pulled an April Fool's prank, and we were known for so many different ideas because our company's philosophy was always to build in public. And so whenever we went to a different iteration, everybody knew us as a different idea. Some people knew us as an AI record label. Some people knew us as a booking marketplace. Some people knew us as a LinkedIn for the entertainment industry. And we had a little bit more runway left with me and my co-founder, about 2 months left from our own like personal savings and working at a job beforehand. And we had to do something loud, and we knew that the live music data analytics version of Tapped was going to release on April 1st. So I called up one of my publicist friends and I said, I'm sick and tired of everybody knowing us for all these different ideas. Let's strategize and come up with the loudest way possible to let everybody know we're pivoting to this. Tapped is allowing independent musicians to create a world tour from their iPhone. And we did that by kind of tying in the 2 biggest announcements in a tech founder's career. Either when you sell a company for a lot of money, or when you shut down a company. And so we were like, people would be stupid enough to believe that on the day that we launched our company, instead of announcing a launch, we announced that we shut down the company and we sold it the same day. It's kind of contradictory, right? All the VCs that we were talking to, the major labels we were trying to get into, like the offices, they did not respond a year and a half before on all the different iterations that we worked on. We pulled this April Fool's prank. Every single VC that left us unread and kind of ghosted us, they circled back. One of them even sent this article around to their whole VC firm. And we had a call scheduled with them. It looks like the VCs are attacking me. I don't know what's going on. Clearly something's wrong. I don't know what's going on. There we go. We're back. And long story short, you know, we had an event called the Tap Mixer, and it was basically an event to bring together tech professionals and music industry professionals in a room. Because a lot of the times these professionals are representing these artists, but they're doing it from a corporate office and not with them face to face. So we did that, and that was right after the April Fool's prank, and that ended up making the Tap Mixer event sold out. And that led to more attention. Over 300 people reached out to us within the next 24 hours. And keep in mind, in the article, we told people that this is an April Fool's prank. Like, if you actually read the article, you will know this is a joke. But we live in a headline culture. And so we really got to see the people who didn't read the article and who did. And yeah, so this led to a lot of different buzz. Everybody within our network now knew that we were helping independent musicians create world tours by using data. And it led us to meet with every single major label. We closed a small funding round, and now we moved to New York City full time. So beforehand, I was living in Los Angeles, and my co-founder was living in Barcelona. And that's a wrap up for story 2. And so now you guys know our story. And
Where
so,
did you publish your prank articles? Was it just like on your website, or did
they
you
did it on the Scene New York, and then they did it on Medium as well. And then like 2 other sites I picked it up as well because they thought it was a fun story. So for the third story, I'm actually not going to be showing you guys the demo because there are some people here who are not independent musicians, but this is your part to share the story. And if you have any friends that are musicians, take a picture of this link, send them this link. If you DM me on Instagram or LinkedIn or whatever and you find me or tell them to find me, I will give them a free trial for 6 months, so you don't have to pay for the premium subscription. And so the 3 biggest takeaways: we are an app for musicians to get paid to perform, and we did an April Fool's prank that went pretty well, and you need to tell all your musician friends that they should go to app.tappedai to get booked for more shows.
Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. I hope you guys were able to network and meet other AI founders here.